Out beyond Neptune's distant path, drifting in the quiet darkness of space, a small spacecraft continues its journey. Voyager 2. About the size of a compact car, it is a fragile remnant of human ambition, launched nearly 5 decades ago. For 47 years, it has traveled farther than any machine we've ever made, not propelled by fuel or engines anymore, but carried forward by momentum and the sheer intention of its mission. Its power source, a radioisotope thermoelectric generator,
Mm.
has slowly waned, like a candle nearing its final flicker. Since 1977, this generator has been the heart of Voyager 2. But age has taken its toll. Systems that once captured the swirling storms of Jupiter and listened to Saturn's magnetic song are now going quiet, one after another. Yet just as it seemed, the final light would fade. Voyager 2 defied expectations. With power reserves lower than ever and facing its programmed shutdown, it did something astonishing. It didn't follow its end-of-life procedures. Instead of shutting down or sending final system reports, it did something no one predicted. It reached out, not randomly, not by accident, but deliberately, sending a transmission into the void, using the last of its strength to reach across the vast distance back to Earth. The signal wasn't what anyone expected. It wasn't technical readouts or fading telemetry. What came through was unfamiliar, strange, enough to make scientists across the globe fall silent in disbelief. The Deep Space Network, Earth's immense listening post for interstellar communication, caught the transmission on May 27, 2025. Initially, it was thought to be nothing more than background noise, a whisper lost in the universe's endless static. But this whisper was unique. It had a rhythm, a structure, not random, not chaotic, but intentional. Bits of data began to stream in. Some were clear, others damaged by the long journey through space. But within them were repeating patterns, sequences, shapes. The kind that nature doesn't create by accident. Automated systems flagged the signal for further study. Engineers searched for causes, interference, signal decay, technical glitches, but nothing fit. This wasn't the result of a malfunction or cosmic interference. This was a message, and within that message were images, fragmented, degraded by time and distance, but slowly rebuilt by powerful algorithms. At first glance, they seemed meaningless, random specks of light and shadow. But as more of the signal was processed, a picture began to emerge. It revealed something staggering, a vast structure, symmetrical and unnatural, suspended in space. It wasn't a galaxy, nor a nebula, nor any star formation known to us. This thing had geometry, straight edges where nature curves, smooth arcs where randomness typically reigns. It bore the unmistakable marks of design and intention. This revelation sent the scientific community into a frenzy. Initial theories clung to natural explanations. Perhaps Voyager had stumbled upon a bizarre cosmic object, maybe a quark star or some other exotic phenomenon only theorized before. Some thought gravitational lensing might be shaping light into odd illusions, but every idea fell apart under closer scrutiny. The structure had too much order, too much intelligence. Embedded in the signal were mathematical constants. Pi, prime numbers. The Fibonacci sequence, not natural noise, but deliberate constructs. These weren't random artifacts. They were signs of comprehension, signs of intent. Theories emerged, some daring to voice the unthinkable. Had Voyager 2 received a reply to the golden record it carried, our message in a bottle to the stars? Or had the probe system somehow triggered a response, buried deep in software left dormant for decades? Was this something watching us? Waiting? What if Voyager had been found? That question changed everything. The image in the signal showed a structure unlike anything humanity has ever encountered. It stretched for hundreds of kilometers, yet reflected. No light, as if made from materials or technologies far beyond our grasp. Was it a station? A vessel? Some called it a monument. Others whispered it was a sentinel. And a few even feared it might be something alive. It appeared intentional, not abandoned or ruined. It was there with purpose. The implications were staggering. Astrophysicists began analyzing the surrounding region. Engineers retraced every command, every motion Voyager made in its final days. Cryptographers worked feverishly to decode the data. Linguists began crafting models for unknown languages. Religious leaders debated what such a discovery meant for their faiths. Philosophers pondered what it meant for humanity's place in the cosmos. Governments held urgent meetings. News channels ran endless loops of Voyager's launch and the images received, while people around the world asked the same haunting question. What does this mean? Some saw the signal as a beacon of hope, proof that intelligence exists beyond Earth, that something out there is reaching back. Others feared it, a potential threat, a door opened too soon, a voice that should have stayed silent. No one, however, remained unchanged. Voyager 2, launched in August 1977, was originally intended for a brief tour. Flybys of Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Each encounter was a triumph, a marvel of planning and precision. But it kept going beyond the sun's influence, past the boundary known as the heliopause, into true interstellar space. And there, in the cold and darkness between the stars, it became more than a machine. It became a messenger. Its final transmission wasn't a farewell. It was a revelation. A quiet, persistent voice in the void saying, "We are not alone. We never were." Now, when we gaze into the night sky, it no longer feels empty. It feels full of questions, full of wonder, full of reflections of ourselves scattered among the stars. Voyager 2's last act wasn't the end of a journey. It was the beginning of something far greater. A turning point for our species. Its data will be pored over for generations. Its message may alter the course of human destiny. What it gave us wasn't just science. It gave us meaning. Still traveling more than 12 billion miles from Earth, silent yet reaching, Voyager 2 continues its solitary path. Its long journey, once so lonely, is now shared by every human being who has looked up and asked, "Are we alone?" It has shown us that the boundaries we thought were real are only imagined, that curiosity is powerful, that the universe, vast and silent, does speak, if we learn how to listen. Voyager 2 taught us that courage isn't loud. It's quiet and persistent. Exploration isn't a luxury. It's a necessity. As we take our next steps into a cosmos suddenly filled with mystery and meaning, we carry with us the legacy of that tiny probe. The spirit of boldness, wonder, and relentless curiosity that sent it into the stars must guide us now. Because the final frontier was never a wall. It was an invitation, and Voyager 2 was our answer.